In life, we are prone to worrying about things, most of the time, things that didn't even happen. We all do that, and honestly, we should not. If you look, there are thousands of things to be happy about. Obviously, it's easier said than done, otherwise, हम सब लोग कर ही लेते. But that is why I'm making this video, and in this video, I'll share with you all some tips, some practically implementable points on what you can do to lead a much happier life so that you not sweat the small stuff, because guess what, it's all small stuff. Let's go. First tip is let others be right most of the time. बहुत बार हम अपने पॉइंट में इतना ज़्यादा स्टक हो जाते हैं, अपनी बातों पे इतने स्टक हो जाते हैं कि वी डोंट लिसन टू अदर पीपल, एंड दैट पुट्स अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर ऑन द अदर पर्सन एज वेल टू कीप ऑन डिफेंडिंग देयर पॉइंट्स. आई मीन, आप खुद भी सोचो, क्या कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि किसी ने आपको रॉन्ग प्रूव किया हो और आपने उन्हें बोला कि ओ माई गॉड, यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट, आई डिड नॉट सी इट दिस वे, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर प्रूविंग मी रॉन्ग, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर शोइंग मी द राइट थिंग. No one has done that. In fact, we feel frustrated about it. Obviously, there's another case when something is really important to us, some philosophical thing or something that we just can't let go. I'm not talking about those things, but other things, other little things. Let others be right most of the time. That will give them peace as well, and that will improve your peace as well. Next tip is practice 5 minutes of patience. Now, patience is a virtue that can significantly increase the level of peace in your life, and it's also one of those habits that you can cultivate, or one of those things that feed on itself. So you can decide, you can take out time in a day, 5 minutes of patience. You can decide that, okay, 5 minutes I'm going to be patient about things. That will give you perspective. It will grow by itself. Over the time, it will get easy to be patient for 5 minutes. Then it will go to 10 minutes and it will feed on itself. You won't have to work on it, but it will significantly increase your peace. You will be much more calm. You will be able to see things more clearly. And most importantly, it will help you to not sweat the small stuff. Next tip is don't finish other people's sentence. जब हम दूसरों को इंटरप्ट करते हैं बात करने में, या फिर उन्हें स्पीड अप करते हैं, या फिर उनकी तरफ से बोलने लगते हैं, दैट पुट्स अ प्रेशर ऑन देम, एंड दे आल्सो स्टार्ट डूइंग थिंग्स इन हरी, एंड वी स्टार्ट डूइंग थिंग्स इन हरी एज वेल. और उससे क्या होता है, वी जस्ट गेट इनटू हेस्ट. We are not thinking clearly at that moment, and it just creates a negative space around. If we'll give others the space to finish their sentences, to speak their heart out, they'll also feel more comfortable in saying things to you. You'll also feel much at peace. You'll also feel better listening to them, and you'll understand them better as well. So don't finish other people's sentences. Next tip is be the first one to act loving or reach out. बहुत बार क्या होता है, छोटे छोटे आर्ग्यूमेंट्स की वजह से हम रिजेंटमेंट होल्ड करके रखते हैं, कुछ मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाती है जिस वजह से हम दूसरों से बात करना छोड़ देते हैं, एंड हमें लगता है कि दूसरा इंसान पहले हमसे बात करेगा, दूसरा इंसान हमें सॉरी बोलेगा, या फिर दैट पर्सन विल फर्स्ट टॉक टू अस, फर्स्ट अप्रोच अस, फर्स्ट मैसेज अस, व्हाटएवर इट इज, एंड वी जस्ट गेट स्टक इन दिस. जब ये चीज़ बहुत टाइम तक चलती है, हमें याद भी नहीं रहता कि किस वजह से इशू हुई है, किस वजह से प्रॉब्लम है, बट वी कीप होल्डिंग ऑन टू दिस रिजेंटमेंट. बोथ पार्टी डज दैट, बोथ आर वेटिंग फॉर ईच अदर टू रीच आउट, and it is negative for both. More often than not, when you'll reach out, the other person will feel grateful as well that you have reached out. They'll think that you are the bigger person, and they'll feel that why didn't they reach out. But while you're doing that, do it without any expectations. That way there won't be anything to lose, and you'll save millions of relations. So be the first one to act loving or reach out. There's nothing to lose there. Being listened and heard is one of the greatest desire of human heart. जब भी हम किसी से बात करते हैं और हम पूरी बात उन्हें बोल पाते हैं, दूसरा इंसान अगर हमारी बात सुनता है, समझता है, और ऐसा नहीं कि बस सुन लिया, एक्चुअली अगर वो हमारी बात समझता है, सो हम एक बहुत डीप लेवल पे उस इंसान के साथ कनेक्ट कर पाते हैं. वी फॉर्म अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्ड विद दैट पर्सन, and that makes us happy, that makes us feel good about that person also, and the bond we share with that person. And it's a very simple thing that you can do for someone. You just have to lend them an ear and listen to them patiently, and you just have to spare some time, but it will greatly enhance your relation with that person, and it will give you peace as well, because the bond that will form will be two sides. So yeah, listen to the other person wholeheartedly. Whenever you are getting worried about something, whenever you are thinking negatively about something, ask yourself, will it matter in 5 years, or will it matter in a long run? Most often than not, your answer will be no, it won't. And when you see things perspective, when you just zoom out a little and you see things from a perspective, you will realize that the thing that you are worrying about, or the thing that you are sweating about, is not that big of a deal, and it will help you relax, and you will feel much more calm and peace, and you won't sweat that stuff. Next step is resist the urge to criticize. When we criticize others, that does not tell anything about the other person or what they did or what they said. It tells us about who we are as a person. जब भी आप किसी को क्रिटिसाइज करते हो, दो ही चीज़ होती है, या तो वो इंसान शेम से, फियर से कुछ बोलता नहीं, या फिर द अदर पर्सन लैशेस आउट. No good come out in either of the scenarios. Even if you go to a public gathering and you see how much people criticize each other एक दूसरे के सामने और उनके पीठ पीछे, and you think like what good is it, या फिर उससे क्या फ़ायदा हो रहा है, and you will reach to some conclusion that कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं हो रहा उससे. And when we criticize others, जब आप किसी को किसी भी चीज़ पे criticize करते हो, it has never happened that the other person will say, oh, thank you so much for pointing out my flaws, I highly appreciate it. No one does that, no one likes it. And अगर आप खुद को भी देखो तो जब आप criticize करते हो, so after it you feel low because you are a little ashamed, and it's just, you will feel a little negative, and it will fill you with negative energy, which does no good in the world, which does no good to you. So next time you feel the urge to criticize, convert that feeling to respect and tolerance. Once a week, write a heartfelt letter. जब हम लैपटॉप पे लिखते हैं, कुछ लिखते हैं, we can just get lost in it, and we don't really feel connected with it. But अगर आप पेपर लेके, पेन लेके बैठोगे, and you will write your heart out, you will write something good to a person. अब वो कोई भी हो सकता है, anyone in your life, someone from your family, someone from your friend. And when you will start writing, you will feel really good. You will be filled with gratitude. और आप एक लेटर लिखोगे तो आपको और 10 लोगों की याद आएगी कि I should write a letter to this person as well and to this person as well. एंड ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप वो लेटर पोस्ट करो. इफ़ यू फील टू ऑकवर्ड और इफ़ यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद इट, आपको वो लेटर पोस्ट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. बट अगर आप पोस्ट करोगे तो दूसरे इंसान को बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. दैट पर्सन विल फील रियली गुड, दैट यू विल मेक द डे ऑफ दैट पर्सन. और हो सकता है वो किसी और के लिए वो करे, या फिर वो उस पॉजिटिव फीलिंग को आगे पास ऑन करे, किसी और के लिए कुछ अच्छा करे. एंड वो करे या ना करे, आप लेटर दो या ना दो, यू विल योरसेल्फ फील मच बेटर, यू विल फील गुड, and that will fill your day with positivity, and your day will become very beautiful. Choose your battles wisely. There are thousands of things that go wrong. मतलब अगर आप अपने हिसाब से सोचो कि सब कुछ एक एक चीज़ आपके हिसाब से हो सकती है, तो वो तो हो ही नहीं सकता. अगर हमें आदत हो जाती है छोटी छोटी बातों पे लैश आउट करने का, छोटी छोटी बातों पे परेशान होने का, इफ़ वी हैव द हैबिट ऑफ स्वेटिंग द स्मॉल थिंग्स, तो हमारे बीच में कोई डिस्टिंक्शन नहीं रहता. जो चीज़ हमारे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है, उसके लिए भी हम उसी तरीके से अगर लड़ाई करेंगे जिस तरीके से हम उस चीज़ों के बारे में लड़ाई करते हैं, जो चीज़ हमारे लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट ही नहीं है, वी वेस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ आवर एनर्जी, and we kind of lose track of what is really important to us and what is not. And that also decrease our chances of winning the arguments for things that's actually important for us. So choose your battles wisely. That will save you considerable amount of energy, and more importantly, it will give you a lot of inner peace. Practice random acts of kindness. आप दूसरे के लिए छोटी छोटी चीज़ें कर सकते हो without expecting anything, and that will make you feel good. जैसे कि सपोज आप किसी शॉप पे हो, दूसरे इंसान के पास चेंज नहीं है, आप उसके लिए पे कर सकते हो. यू कैन स्माइल एट अ स्ट्रेंजर, यू कैन कॉम्प्लीमेंट समवन गोइंग बाय योर साइड. छोटी छोटी चीज़ें, लिटिल एक्ट ऑफ काइंडनेस दैट विल फिल योर डे विद पॉजिटिविटी, दैट विल मेक यू फील गुड. और हो सकता है वो स्ट्रेंजर भी किसी और के लिए वो चीज़ करे. सो दैट विल सेट आउट अ वेरी पॉजिटिव चेन. Even if it does not, you will feel good. So don't forget to practice random acts of kindness. फोकस ऑन वॉट यू हैव इंस्टेड ऑफ वॉट यू वॉन्ट. अगर आप उन चीज़ों पे फोकस करोगे जो आपको चाहिए, सो इवेंट ये लिस्ट कभी एग्जॉस्ट ही नहीं होगी. इस दुनिया में इतनी सारी चीज़ें हैं जो आप चाह सकते हो, इतनी सारी टेंजिबल और इंटेंजिबल चीज़ें हैं जो आप चाह सकते हो अपनी लाइफ में, कि अगर आप सिर्फ उसी के बारे में सोचते रहोगे, सो दे इट विल नेवर एंड. आपको वो चीज़ मिल जाएगी, देन you'll shift to something else. You'll get that, you'll shift to something else. And if you'll keep your happiness, if your happiness will depend on achieving things that you do not have, then you'll never reach that point. Because the moment that you'll reach something, the moment that you'll find something, जो वो goal post है happiness का, वो आप किसी और पे रख दोगे. And this will keep on going. And ये infinity तक चलता रहेगा and you won't be happy. But if instead of that you focus on what you already have, that will also lead to a spiral reaction, that will also lead to a chain reaction. आप एक दो चीज़ अपनी लाइफ में देखोगे, आपको और चीज़ें दिखने लगेंगी अपनी लाइफ में that you can be happy about, because we do not realize but we all have enough. So start feeling gratitude for what you already have. Focus on what you already have rather than what you want. 100 years from now, all new people, when you think of it this way, जब आप इस तरीके से सोचोगे, so a lot of things will become meaningless and you will gain a lot of perspective. It will help you become more calm. कुछ भी हो जाता है, any little mess up, या फिर अगर आपको पूरी रात काम करना पड़ जाता है और you can't afford the vacation that you so wanted, things not going in your way, कुछ वर्क में कुछ फकअप हो जाता है, and if you think about it कि 100 years from now you won't be here, they won't be here, no one will remember anything, no one will care, and that will really help you put everything in perspective. Like what does it matter anyway? So next time whenever you get stuck upon something, think of it from 100 years from now, and then it won't matter anything. Say, oh my god, my soap opera is again starting. Let me explain. We are very dramatic in our lives. छोटी छोटी चीज़ों पे वी क्रिएट फर्स, वी ऑल डू दैट, आई डू दैट, वी क्रिएट ड्रामा. वी जो छोटी सी चीज़ होती है हम उसे इतना बढ़ा लेते हैं अपने माइंड में, वी कीप थिंकिंग अबाउट इट, वी कीप रिपीटिंग दोज थिंग्स, हमारा मेंटल टेप चलता रहता है एंड छोटी सी चीज़ इतनी बड़ी हो जाती है. नेक्स्ट टाइम यू आर गेटिंग स्टक अप ऑन समथिंग, या फिर नेक्स्ट टाइम यू स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग ड्रामा और स्टार्ट थिंकिंग हाउ एवरीथिंग इज सो बैड, how everything is not going in your way, how everything is going wrong. Say, my soap opera is again starting. That will help you laugh at yourself. That will help you find a light moment in what is actually a stressful situation, and you will be able to navigate it better. Next tip is choose being kind over being right. बहुत बार हम दूसरे लोगों को क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं, उन्हें बताते हैं कि किस तरीके से वो सही नहीं है, या फिर जो उन्होंने किया है वो सही नहीं है, एंड वी थिंक कि अगर हम उन्हें प्राइवेटली बता रहे हैं, सबके सामने नहीं बता रहे, सो इट्स फाइन. बट इज इट रियली फाइन? whenever you are correcting someone, even in privately, that person is feeling low, that person feels a little bad, and obviously अगर कोई बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है तो you have to do it, but otherwise is it really important to correct them? Is it not easier, is it not better to just let it go, to let other person be right, or to choose kindness over being right? अगर आप नोटिस भी करोगे, when you point out the mistakes in other person, या फिर when you tell them how they are wrong, how they did the thing wrong, you yourself feel low after it. You yourself feel a little, you yourself feel that, because these all emotions, these feelings, it's all contagious. So choose being kind over being right. Agree with criticism directed towards you. कोई भी हमें क्रिटिसाइज करता है, वी गेट वेरी डिफेंसिव, वी गेट वेरी एंग्री, एंड वी स्टार्ट डिफेंडिंग आवर पोजीशन. नो, आई डोंट डू दैट, नो, आई एम नॉट लाइक दैट. और फिर दूसरा इंसान कुछ बोलता है, देन वी से समथिंग, और चीज़ें बहुत बढ़ जाती हैं उससे जितनी कि वो होती भी नहीं. बट इफ़ यू टेक अनदर पाथ, इफ़ यू जस्ट फॉर अ चेंज जस्ट एग्री विथ क्रिटिसिज्म, सो उससे क्या होगा, यू विल ग्रो एज अ पर्सन. हो सकता है आपको अपने बारे में कुछ एक्चुअली चीज़ें पता चल जाएं दैट यू कैन इम्प्रूव. That will reduce the pressure from the other person to keep defending their position or keep telling us why we are wrong. And most importantly, that will give you a lot of peace. By this, I do not mean that कि आप उस चीज़ को आप बिल्कुल डोरमेट बन जाओ, जो भी आपसे जो कह रहा है उसे मान लो. No, this is actually for you. This is for your mental peace. You do not actually have to agree it. You can just agree it and then see for yourself, or you can actually learn something about yourself. So this will enhance, this will give you a lot of peace in your life, and this will help you to not sweat the small stuff. Breathe before you speak. बहुत बार जब हम लोग सुन रहे होते हैं वो सिर्फ इसलिए सुनते हैं टू रिप्लाई, ताकि हमारा चांस आए बोलने का और हम अपने पॉइंट एक्सप्रेस कर सकें, और हम इसलिए दूसरे को हरी कर देते हैं सिचुएशन में. बट इफ यू ब्रीथ बिफोर यू स्पीक, दैट विल गिव अ स्पेस टू द अदर पर्सन एज वेल. वो जो एक छोटा सा सेकेंड होगा व्हेन यू आर ब्रीथिंग आफ्टर द अदर पर्सन हैज कंप्लीटेड, दैट जस्ट 1 second, दैट विल फील लाइक एन इटर्निटी, बट दैट विल गिव यू द मस्ट नीडेड स्पेस to gain perspective and to present your point better. That will also give space for the other person to complete their word. They'll naturally feel grateful and respect towards you. And ऐसा नहीं कि आपको बोलने का chance नहीं मिलेगा. You will get that chance, and that person will catch your feelings. They'll also, वो wavelength को match करेंगे, and they'll reciprocate that with the same respect that you have given, that you have shown towards them. When you decide something is beyond your reach, it actually becomes so. हमारे माइंड में एक बहुत नेगेटिव मेंटल नोट चलता रहता है. आई कांट डू दिस, दिस इज बियॉन्ड मी, आई कांट डू दिस, आई कांट हेल्प इट, दिस इज बियॉन्ड माई रीच, कम ऑन, how can I practically achieve this? We criticize ourselves so much. We just keep looking at the obstacles, and जैसे भी हल्का सा भी कुछ गलत जाता है, वी आर क्विक, ओके मैंने सोचा था ऐसा कुछ हो नहीं सकता, आई न्यू आई कुडंट डू इट, एंड सी. But if you'll say the opposite thing, that I can do it, you'll start seeing ways on how you can do it. So whatever you decide, whatever you think mentally, eventually you see those things only. So if you'll say positive things to yourself, like you can do it, you can achieve it, it is in your control, things will actually become in your control, and you will become much at peace with yourself. बहुत बार people or thing get under our skin, we feel resentful, we feel angry, and ऐसे टाइम पे we are like, we just roll up our sleeves and we get going. We're like, now I'll tell this person, or now I'll see, now I'll show what I can do, and we get into that zone. But a better strategies at times like these is to relax, to take a few deep breaths, to go for a long walk. The space that you'll give to yourself will help you in calm down, because whatever reaction will come out of this emotional, reactive and angry mind will not be good. जब भी हम गुस्से में होते हैं, we say things we regret eventually. सब लोग बोलते हैं मैंने गुस्से में था इसलिए ऐसा बोल दिया, या फिर I was very angry इसलिए I did this. But that is not a solution, right? Because damage is already done. But if you'll give yourself the time and space to relax, then the decision or the things that you'll say after that will be much better for you and for the other person as well, or for the situation. So next time you get angry or resentful, breathe, go for a short walk, give yourself a time out. Read articles or books that present things in a different perspective than you have. It's very easy to read the things that support your views, and so that you are more like, yeah, I was right, मैं भी तो यही कह रहा था, या फिर मैं भी तो यही कह रही थी. We just, इससे हमारे belief ही और strong होते जाते हैं, and we become more rigid. I'm not saying कि आप जो भी उसमें पढ़ो, start believing that or change your views completely, but read it with an open mind, and you might actually learn something new. So don't get stuck up with your ideas or things that you believe in. See the other side of it, give it a chance. You might actually like it, and it might actually change your views. Do one thing at a time. We all have become so much productivity oriented, or we feel so much proud of multitasking. We are doing so many things at a time that it is almost impossible to be present oriented, or to think about the present moment. And वो इतना chaotic हो जाता है हमारे mind में, we get so stressed, and then we become so easy to lash out at things, to become frustrated about or irritated with little things. We become so quick to react to things when they don't go in our way. If you focus on one thing at a time, I'm not saying do that the entire day, it won't be possible right now, or एकदम से नहीं हो पाएगा, but you can take out period of time when you are focusing on just one thing at a time. That will really calm you down, will go in a state of flow that will give you the much needed mental peace, and you'll be relaxed. You'll feel much better with yourself, and that will help you see things clearly. That will clear your mind, and most importantly, it will help you to not sweat the small stuff. Okay guys, so these were some tips of not sweating the small stuff. There are many other tips that I can give you, but that is all for now. These are inspired from this beautiful book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it helps. Do share it with other people as well who can also learn something, and maybe they'll also stop sweating all the small stuff in their lives. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next. Bye bye.